Well, hello everyone and welcome. Thanks for joining us for another Shackley Zoom call. Tonight's going to be all about taking chances. Well, no,
Making
actually.
better choices.
All right, fine. Hey, it's Marty and Cheryl Turner, Master Coordinators with Shackley. We're so excited that you're joining us. And we got a lot of great information to share with you about leadership and goals and what it's going to take to move your business forward.
That's right.
So with that, let's go ahead and get started and talk a little bit about what we're doing and what it's all about, because I love what Dr. Shackley said, that it's all about you thinking in the right way, because thinking at random will get you nowhere.
That's
Aiming your thoughts at a specific target gets you everywhere,
right.
Dr. Shackley. And I love the graphic. Nice job, sweetie.
Thank you. He was way ahead of the curve. You know, that for doing this almost 100 years ago, Dr. Shackley knew that his Shackley family would be more successful if they got their brain cells in a regimen. And, you know, there's so much more we can do when we make decisions, good quality decisions to move us forward,
Absolutely.
instead of, you know, like that old movie, ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Well, luck doesn't get you to the top. And you don't have to get to the top in this industry to make a really good second income.
You just have to be at it.
Yeah, but you can make a six-figure income by working hard and getting to the top. It's got to be consistent.
Yep.
The income producing activities, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
I feel lucky. And I work hard.
That's right.
So I deserve success and prosperity.
That's right. It's your future. Be there.
Awesome. Well, guys, if you think about it, the specifics of what we're looking for as you're really running this as a business, looking in the mirror, is really keeping track of the income producing activities, you know, looking at your future and visualizing what it will look like, not only through your promotion, but helping you build your business, et cetera. So first of all, think about your income monthly, and write down a date by when you want to get that done, the kind of team that you'll build, you know, that you'll have people in how many countries, how many states, how many people, all that good stuff. And then also, what does your dream life look like? You know, what's your perfect day? You know, if you think about it, knowing that you've built strong leadership means you don't have to do something every single day to see your business grow, because it'll grow on their own
Right.
as you develop other leaders.
Right.
And of course, those customers that you have on auto ship, the customers that you've worked with that are, you know, doing meology assessments, know exactly what products they're using and what they're going
Right.
to benefit from. So then also the next thing you have to think about is, what do you need to change?
Right.
And this is where that you get that look in the mirror. You know, I love what Mama Nadine said,
Yeah.
right? If it's up to me, if it's to be, it's up to
If
me.
it's to be, it's up to me.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And she told her son, who became a billionaire, that he needs to look in the mirror. If he's
mirror,
trying
mirror
to fit
on the
in.
wall,
Yeah.
who's the blame for all your problems?
she,
Seriously.
she did. She told him
And
that
she
when
made
he
him-
was a teenager, I
Yeah,
think.
and he made him
20-year-old.
so he answered the, you know, and said, I am great.
He
Well, now
learned to be accountable to himself.
go figure it out. So success is inevitable. And I love this from the old days. Some of you know that one. Success is inevitable. Failure is not an option.
That's right.
All right. Be the one you're looking for. And really what that means is that if your business isn't where it needs to go, ask yourself, are you where you need to be? And so be the one that you're looking for, as far as doing the things that need to be done, setting the example, working hard and smart.
Yeah, and when you're doing that, you kind of get on autopilot, where you're automatically sharing better health and better wealth and, you know, a better lifestyle for people, because we're not just about making money here. I've never seen a company as well-rounded as Shackley is, for helping people take care of the planet, take care of themselves, their family. And that's the part we love the best, that we have been able to help our family be
Absolutely.
healthier. And like my girls, they started using the products right away, but the youngest one is a scientist. And so she read every label, and she just turned in her biggest order yet, with a lot of different things that she wants, because she educated herself. She has her master's degree, but I mean, she educated herself with these products, and she knows that she's not going to find anything better, and that she can get them wholesale. So there's nothing wrong with that. We'll talk a little bit about my other daughter and building a wholesale organization and how it's paid off for her.
Absolutely. Well, you know, one of the cool things is that when we talk about goal setting and goal getting, We really need to get focused on the things that matter. And so
That's right.
what's going on here with this French stuff?
I think it's Latin.
Oh, Latin. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's Audentes Fortuna Levat.
Okay, great. So in English, it probably said something like fortune favors the bold.
That's right.
All right.
That's the original here. That is a many thousands year old
That's right.
statement. Fortune favors the bold,
And
because when you step up is when things happen.
and I've always talked about be bold and great and mighty
That's
forces
right.
will come to your
It's his
aid.
theme.
So it's really all tied in. So let's talk a little bit about the goals. It number one helps you really direct your focus on what you're doing. It also helps you shape your dreams
That's
and
right.
become a reality. And it also helps you focus on your income producing activities.
Right.
Now, I guess there's a beer, and I don't know enough about drinking beer, but there is a beer that they call it IPA.
Oh,
So someone's gonna have to tell us what exactly that means. But
oh, we got a whole team of people that will love that.
I know, but literally, there's certain types of beers that are called IPAs.
Funny.
So, whether
Sorry, I don't have the answer.
I don't either. Sorry, I just know I've seen it on labels. So write down your goals. We talk about having written goals. Your personal volume,
Yeah.
how that will increase, what that will look like. For next month, the next 90 days, maybe the next 6 months or a year. Your business volume. That's not only what you're doing, but what all the different members and distributors and leaders in your organization are doing. That's going to be part of your business volume. And you'll need to keep track of what that's going to mean to get to senior director
Right.
or to get to coordinator or executive coordinator. And then the other thing is I have X amount of partners in Star Club.
Right.
And the answer should be a lot, right? Because
Yeah.
the more you have in Star Club, the more you're going to be moving your business forward. Momentum is going to be building. And then I have X amount of people front line, because that's a real key indicator too on what it's going to take to get to these positions like senior director
Right.
and coordinator and what have you.
It increases your profit. You get to travel. You qualify for more trips. And having partners in Star Club means that you have gotten more Star Club bonuses. So again, that's going to increase your income to help others increase theirs.
Yeah, upfront money is great, but the long-term residuals through building leadership and duplication, that frontline leadership is very, very important. Just as a little insight, if you think about how many you need to become a senior director, is one other.
Right.
All right.
Right.
How many do you need to become a coordinator? You need two.
Right.
So, and you can go all the way up to master, and beyond on that. So how are you looking at getting to Cancun, and what is it going to take? Well, I encourage you to focus on helping other people get qualified for Cancun, and your trip will be a byproduct of it. So how many? I have X amount of leaders going to Cancun next year. It's going to be an incredible time.
It's going to be a blast. We're going to a beautiful all-inclusive resort on the water north of Cancun. It's going to be one of our favorite.
So make that part of your goals, write it down to be on that trip. And remember, as you build globally and as you build locally, the sun will never set on your business. And that's the beautiful thing about it, that it can continue to build and build all around the globe. All right, well, with that, let's talk a little bit about mindset. And this is one of the fun things that Cheryl picked out. Now, some of you know we've been in the business since 2004.
Yep.
And by the way, over 4 years ago, all of these things were done and then some. For instance, the new wedding ring for Cheryl, the number one thing on the list, was 20 years ago.
I really should clean it if I'm going to be showing it.
Okay. And so these are just some of the things I had on my goal list. And you know what's so amazing about it? And some of them took some time.
Right.
Some of them happened right away. But the fact is that if you write them down and have a specific goal, they all can be attained. And every single one of these things on the list, from the motorcycle to the SUV, which, by the way, you got your CTS before I got my SUV.
I know.
But you're special.
That's fair.
So a CTS, for some of you know, is like a
Cadillac.
Well, it's a Cadillac, but think of it like a luxury Corvette.
Yes, and I have owned a Corvette, but I like the CTS much better. I love the Bose stereo and the comfy seats, and I love the double windows in the roof.
And I love my double roof in my roof. I have a double window moonroof
in my Lincoln.
My Lincoln MKX. So we got what we were looking for, but then we wanted to get back to master, obviously, along the way after the cancer battle. That was a really big goal. We knew we were going to do it. It was a matter of when, not if. So we got that done some time ago, and then finished the basement.
That's right.
So we had more living space, which included, of course, the wonderful theater room.
You know what we
And
don't have on there is the exercise room, but we got that too.
well, that was
The
part of
workout
finishing the
room.
basement. That was
Right.
all part of the basement. And then, of course, new offices. Now, we're in Cheryl's beautiful office. I happen to have an office in the basement. I call it the dungeon, but it's actually pretty nice. With, my screens, I have a big screen that, I can see all four corners of the house
Right.
on the
Security
security camera.
cameras. Yeah.
So it's actually better than a window because I can see all around. So, guys, whatever your goals happen to be, guys, put it in writing. Focus on the income producing activities daily. Think about what you're going to accomplish each week, each month, and over the next 90 days as an action plan. And these things can become a reality.
Right. Make sharing better health and wealth a lifestyle choice.
Absolutely. Now, the other thing too is also the action items and some of the things that we want to be focused on. Like, what are these income producing activities or actions? Well, the social events with Shackley gear. Now, I happen to be doing my EXP gear, but nonetheless, at least you should be representing the company that's paying you to do the things that you do.
Right. Well, we've got paid to be green on the screen here.
Well,
so
yeah. And yesterday we happened to be at the auto show at the Minnesota State Fair, which is a lot of fun.
Wonderful.
And we had I had my Shackley shirt on. Cheryl had her Shackley
My visor on, where it's right there.
And I also had the Shackley, what we call Shackley Yeti.
We love our shaker,
nice,
insulated shaker.
Yeah. And so we were styling in Mobile. And we talk about not being a secret agent. Well, this is one of the things that you could definitely do. And the things that I'm excited about is that we also had business cards, and we gave out a few business cards.
And I collected 2 business cards yesterday. So I'll be sending them the link to Meology.
There you go. Those are great activities. While you're out having fun, you can also be building your business, making contacts.
And then we ran into Marty's family. And what are the odds of leaving a facility as huge as the Minnesota State Fair with thousands of people there? We didn't know they were going. They didn't know we were going. And we walked in hours and hours earlier. We went through the whole thing. We came back.
Had our cheese curds.
I was just going to say we had cheese curds. Don't share that widely in the field. And it really enjoyed ourselves. We get up, we walk. We are at the gate to walk out, and Marty's sister and her 3 girls and one of their boyfriends walked in. So we got to see family. They saw we were in our Shackley gear. They know we're very serious about what we do. But, we were serious about it before we made 6 figures. But they know we're making 6 figures now. And we didn't get there by accident. We got there because we're professionals. And we love Shackley, and we want people to think better and feel better and look better. I mean, what skincare company guarantees that you will look 10 years younger or you get your money back?
Right.
I love it.
Well, the other thing that we did is we attended all the training and events that we could live when we did live events. And now it's as easy as sharing a link.
Oh, so much easier.
Get plugged in and be a part of that. And that's why we're so thankful, kind of preaching the choir to the people that are on this call live. But also, if you're watching the link, that's good too.
And today there was a wonderful training by Bob Ferguson. It's in the Shackley Effect Facebook group. And it starts with the word "the." So if you're not a member of the Shackley Effect Facebook group, go join it. You have to answer a couple of questions. They don't just accept everybody. They want to know who you are, where you came from. So it's for family. And so check out Bob's training that he did today. He did a wonderful job.
Now, the other thing, of course, is we always talk about leaders are readers. And so there's lots of different books and videos on YouTube, videos online, different links. And those are things that you should be plugging into each day. Whether you're out working out, you can be listening to the audiobooks, whether it's getting up in the morning and having some, daily devotions and some time to read as well. And then also before you go to bed. And so those are very key. And Cheryl's going to talk a little bit about a special opportunity on the For Your Career, the Master's Edition.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we're done with the recording. That's for the people who are on the call.
Absolutely. And then, of course, the number of calls that you do make per day or reaching out methods, whether that's done on Facebook or by just picking up the phone. The Zoom calls, again, we appreciate you all here with guests or new distributors. And then also Facebook posts. Now, I know there's a nice ratio between how much you're going to be talking about business
like
versus
1 to 6, 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Don't be cramming Shackley down their throat every day, but share your better health. Like Kevin is a partner in California, and he does a wonderful job of sharing the cleanse. And I have to get back on that too, Kevin, because I just got back to my weight that I started our last competition on. So, but at least I'm not up still. And like my daughter put a post up, and she was this was one of those be bold and great and mighty forces will come to your aid.
Right.
She put up a post on her site about Shackley's organic supplements and about building your immune system. Didn't say it was a guarantee because that'll get you flagged. but she just said she's trying to help as many people as she can be healthier at a wholesale price, because members get wholesale price. They get a discounted price. That started a conversation. Some people didn't like it. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. And she ended up with over 100 comments. And in one of the comments, she had put her link. And this month, her organization, she was already a business leader, but she was struggling every month to get to her 2,000 is all you need in Shackley to be a business leader. It's crazy. And you only need 100 personal PV to get all the money. But she was struggling. This month, her business has more than doubled. Just as a result of that one post that created a conversation.
And doing the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. So follow up.
Yep.
Help answering their questions, sharing relevant resources, different videos to add credibility, all those things that you can be doing, including the number of presentations or pop-up videos that you're pop-up events or videos that you're sharing are also key indicators of action items.
And you not only don't have to be good at the pop-ups, I think it helps if you're not. If people can see that you're not some smooth, presenter and know what you're doing. I mean, I'm sure anybody who has seen us do our Zoom knows that anything we can do, they can do.
Yeah, and then, there's going to be, of course, common concerns. So you can kind of prepare for that with a little bit of a worksheet or a cheat sheet, if you will, to help you get prepared for the giving the right answers. And then know that a sponsor upline like ourselves will always be there to help you as well until you feel comfortable to do it on your own.
Or find any accountability partner and the two of you together. You don't have to even be in the same lineage.
That's true.
Just to work together and sharpen each other's sword.
Yeah, I mean, the other big thing too is the idea that you're going to hold each other accountable to doing these things we just talked about above. And one of the other big things, especially this year, is you want to get registered for our global conference.
Especially this year. Happy birthday to us.
Because we've seen by full documentation that the people who attend global conference, either virtually or live this year, hopefully we'll be able to do
It's
live.
virtual this year.
Oh, it is live.
It's absolutely virtual.
Well, so then maybe next year. But the point is that even if you attend virtually, the idea is that we see a greater percentage of those people that are getting promoted to the business leader levels, that are making more money, that are ordering more, which means, healthier life. And this year, sweetie, talk about the big celebration.
It's Shackley's 65th birthday. So you not only can register, you can do the $49 basic package, but I think if you pay like $10 or $15 more, you can get a bunch of Shackley swag. Nobody does it better than Shackley. I mean, the things they sent us are beyond anything I've ever experienced in the industry. And I've been in this industry since my baby was born, and she is 43 years old.
That's long.
So nobody.
Notice I said that's long, not old.
Nobody says thank you like Shackley or welcome to the family.
One other quick thing I want to share. Thank you. I think that's great because they do a great job making you feel welcome. The other thing is, as far as your accountability partner, make sure that you're looking at your personal orders and that you're getting your orders done before the 15th to get the full benefit.
For distributors and above, members can have their auto ship until the 28th.
But also don't wait until the last day of the month to do that. Get it done sooner than better because it'll set the right example and it'll set the right things in motion.
And save you from a lot of stress. It's a lot easier to reach your monthly goals if you've got all your partners having their auto ships by the 15th of the month. And then there are specials at the end of the month, and that helps raise the volume and things like that. So, and then a follow up with the people you talk to. Marty's the king of follow through, he calls it.
Yep. We talked a little bit about that. Fortune is definitely in the follow up. All right,
and then when we're done recording here, we're going to go to the member center. Were you going to say something else, honey?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, and we're going to go to some of these onboarding tools. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but there's a whole category in your member center under tools. And then you just type in onboarding, but we're actually going to do that so we can show you. This is a half a page of one of the navigating common concerns. So I'm not going to get into it, but
I think one of the big things that people always get into is the fact that they're always concerned about not having the answer to questions that might come up. So this way, even though there's some concerns on here, like
the first one's hilarious.
I know.
I've seen negative reviews. I'll tell you, if you've seen negative reviews, you've had to hunt for hours. I know we had a friend that wanted us to evaluate another health and wellness company. And so Marty was out doing real estate. He called me and asked me to look it up, and I looked it up. I said, "Oh my Lord, tell him to get out." because just one search and it brought up all kinds of
Yeah.
problems that people were having horrible reactions physically, mentally. I mean, it was just, it had the worst reviews I've ever seen. So then I thought, oh no, what's out there about Shackley? So then I typed in Shackley. I couldn't find a bad review.
Yeah.
So,
So
but
these
there's
are
answers here just in case it comes up.
exactly. So that's all I wanted to get at, is that if people feel more comfortable about that, they'll kind of role play and feel that if it does come up, then they'll know better what
Right.
to say and have this guide as far as navigating common
Yeah.
concerns.
And then again, the common ones like, I don't know if I have the money, or I want to think about it, or I need to talk to Marty about it. And a lot of times people are just using that to get out of it. And so don't waste your time. Look for people who are looking, because they're a lot easier to work with.
Yep.
And they're going to have the successful habits because they have the open mind to grow with you.
And you'll upload that to Paid to Be
Yeah,
Green.
I'll upload that document to Paid to Be Green. The rest of them they can find in the member
All
center.
right,
But
perfect.
another favorite Dr. Shackley quote is, "Blessed are the straight thinkers," or straight shooters, "for they shall hit the bullseye."
It's all about focus.
Yeah, and I mean, he said this over 100 years ago. It's all about focus.
Yeah, if you focus on your target, you'll hit it. You're naturally going to go towards the thing that you're focused or
That's
looking
right.
at. And if you don't believe me, think about sometimes driving your car and then looking off to the side of the
Right.
road at something, whatever. And if you look up for a second, you'll see that you might be across the line and you're starting to
Yeah,
go
you're going that way.
towards what you're looking at. So all I can tell you is that if you're ever going to get into a collision or something, do not look at where you're going, look at where you want to be,
That's right.
and that will help you get out of that situation.
Same thing in business. We're here to help you with this one. So let's go get it.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for taking a look and listening to what we're so excited about. Hope this helps you. Please get back with the person who thought enough to invite you here to not only watch this live, but also the link on the video. And here's to your success.
You can do it. Let's
Take
go.
care.